Sorry, that was loud. Hello everybody, I'm Umi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I think this is my first made for YouTube video, but it certainly won't be the last. For those of you who may not know, I recently talked on my TikTok about wanting to diversify my content to not just include dancing, but to include my other interests like games and anime and cosplay to connect with you guys more and get to know you guys better. And I thought to myself, what better way to get to know you than through a Q&A? So, me, you, I've got a mic, you've got questions, let's get right into it. I'll start this off with some of the most frequently asked questions. Hi, I'm Umi. I do have another real name, but I go by Umi on the internet for privacy's sake, so please just call me Umi. I'm 19 years old as of this video. I was born and raised in Hawaii. I'm currently a junior in college with a media studies major. My top 4 favorite anime are Soul Eater, Kyokai no Kanata, Anohana the Flower We Saw That Day, and Little Witch Academia. My favorite movie of all time is Howl's Moving Castle. My favorite video game of all time is Portal 2. My favorite genre of music is pop and any sort of subgenres of pop, so like pop punk, indie pop, bedroom pop, that sort of thing. Yes, I listen to K-pop. I stan a ton of groups. Here are some of my favorite boy groups and my favorite girl groups. I mostly go shopping at stores like Forever 21 or Yes Style, or I go thrift shopping, or I've just picked up stuff over the years from specific vendors like people at anime conventions or from niche shops like Shop Atsuko for anime merch. A lot of people asked about my poster wall, which has been a work in progress basically forever. I got a lot of my posters from past anime conventions that I've been to, so from specific artists, but a lot more recently, since I haven't been able to go to conventions, I've been getting them from Redbubble. The thing about Redbubble though is that they sell a lot of stolen art, so make sure you're going to the seller's profile to make sure that they're selling their own art. Now let's get into some less frequently asked questions. My username Lolbra asks, how'd you get the name uwumi? First of all, thank you so much for your question. Uwumi comes from 2 different things, uwu and umi. Uwu is obviously just a little emoticon that's really cute and I like using a lot, so I wanted it to be a part of my username. And umi is the name that I chose to go by. It's sort of a nickname. It means ocean in Japanese, which I really like, and then I just combined the 2 to get uwumi. This next question comes from Lily No Lit. What got you into dancing? When I was really young, like 5 or 6 I want to say, I started doing community musical theater. So I would go out with my mom and I would audition for certain roles and I'd either get them or I wouldn't. But even for a kid in a musical, you of course need some singing talent and some dancing talent. So my mom put me into dance classes. I did the sort of typical jazz, hip hop, tap trio. I didn't really take ballet, but those 3 are where I got my basic dance skills from. I did community theater for a while until I stopped doing it around high school, and then I just did school productions from then on. And then in my sophomore year of high school, I started teaching myself how to do K-pop dances, and that's where I think I got my TikTok dance skills from, and that's what prepared me to do what I do now. Next up, we have a question from Beck7. What are some of your career goals? Hope you and your family are doing okay during these times. Thank you so much, Beck. Honestly, I have no clue what I want to do for my career. When I first went into college, I went into a game design major and I liked it, but I realized that I'd much rather be playing games than creating them, so I switched to my current media studies major. I think as a realistic career goal, I would love to do social media marketing or management for different companies. I think managing an esports organization's social media would be really cool, but for my dream career goal, I would love to continue being a content creator. I know that means I would have to step up my game in terms of how frequently I'm posting and the quality of my content, but I think I do have it in me to do that. I'd love to continue expanding my content onto Twitch as well as onto here on YouTube, because I think those are areas in which I'm really interested in terms of the social media world. I think long form content rather than the short mobile videos that are on TikTok would suit me better, just because I really want to build that connection with my audience rather than them just seeing me in the short form that you see on TikTok. These sort of career goals are why I'm moving away from dance content on TikTok, because in the long run, I don't want to be dancing forever. Dancing is a hobby to me, but it's not a passion per se. I'm a lot more passionate about building my community on Twitch, although I do still love to dance. Speaking of Twitch, Himawari Kami asks, what made you want to become a streamer? Thank you for the question, first of all. This sort of ties into one of the other questions I received, and it's kind of a long answer. I'm the youngest of 3 children in a family of 5, and I grew up watching my family play video games. When I was very little, we had a PlayStation, the original PlayStation console, and my dad would play on that, and my siblings and I would watch him. My dad used to record himself playing Abe's Odyssey on VHS, and my siblings and I would watch it back like it was TV. It's almost like my dad was our own personal Twitch streamer before Twitch was even a thing. Eventually, my siblings started playing on the PlayStation as well. They played games like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, and I mostly watched because I did not have the hand-eye coordination to play video games at the age of 4. My siblings also had a Nintendo DS and a Game Boy Advance that we all sort of shared, and I would play games on too. Games like Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Diamond, Nintendogs, all those sort of good games. Eventually, we got the Xbox 360. My brother spent a ton of time on it, and eventually I was finally allowed to play on it. I started out with a game called Gotham City Imposters because I wasn't allowed to play Call of Duty yet. Eventually, I started playing Minecraft, and I would play online with my friends before I finally started playing COD Black Ops 2, and I spent so much time on that game. It was bad, honestly. I would play Black Ops 2 so long during the summers that I would look away from my screen and see hit markers. That bad. Eventually, as I reached high school, I started playing League of Legends on this MacBook Air. It wasn't the best setup, but it was still really fun because I was playing with friends and I was having a good time. When I was finally getting into League, I really also got into Twitch streamers. I'd watch streamers like Lily Pichu or Pokimane or Hayam Gosu. Those were the ones I think I watched most often. And just seeing them and the communities that they had and how they were able to interact with them in a relatively intimate manner in a way that really made viewers feel like you were with that streamer in their community, I think was something that was really special and really stuck with me. When I started sort of gaining a following on TikTok, I realized that I may have the same opportunity that those other streamers had to build a community and to become close to that community. And that was something that really excited me. So now I'm really pushing my Twitch content because it's something that I really enjoy and that I'd really love to do for as long as I can. This next question is from Put Put Finanut. What's something you wish you could change about TikTok? One of the things I wish I could change about my TikTok specifically is not diversifying my content sooner. While I greatly enjoyed dancing and I had so much fun while filming it and I'm still proud of the dances that I did today, I just wish I would show other sides of myself alongside those things because now, especially with One Up Girl having blown up in the way that it did, that's all people know me for. They know me as the One Up Girl or the girl that dances, and I just wish I could show more than that. That I'm not just the One Up Girl, but I'm also Umi. Umi who likes playing games on Twitch. Umi who likes watching anime. Umi who likes cosplayers and cosplaying. Speaking of cosplay, this next question is from Marrero JK? Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Which characters would you love to cosplay when given the chance? So for someone who follows as many cosplayers as I do and adores it as much as I do, I haven't cosplayed all that much. I did one public cosplay at Honolulu Comic-Con when I went as Harley Quinn with my friends who were going as the Gotham City Sirens, and I've also done one private diva cosplay. Basically, I haven't worn it in public nor have I posted about it, I just have the cosplay. There are a ton of cosplays that I would love to do and I think would be really fun to do, especially to post on TikTok with. My #1 dream cosplay right now is Kizuna AI, either in her Hello World exposition outfit or in her first birthday celebration outfit, because I think both of those are so cute. I would also love to cosplay Diva publicly, finally. Another one would be Sailor Jupiter, Mirai Kuriyama. Also, I think Chocola from Nekopara would be really cute. And lastly, Atsuko Kagari from Little Witch Academia. The last question that I wanted to touch upon today is from RVRM. Hi, from Venezuela. What have you learned about the attention that TikTok gave you? What are the pros and cons of being trendy on social media? Thank you so much for your question. I think it's a great one to end on. I think throughout my TikTok career, the thing that stuck with me most is making content as long as it's fun for me. When I started TikTok, that was my mantra. I would make content that was fun, and if I didn't enjoy it, I would stop doing it. That's generally the reason why I take so many breaks in between posting content, because sometimes it's just not fun for me, and I don't want to burn myself out creatively trying to post content that isn't fun. The second thing I learned from the attention that was given to me on TikTok is that people will just be mean for no reason. I'm very lucky in that I don't have a very mean comment section. The majority of my comment section is super positive and friendly, and there's only the rare hater From looking at those hate comments though, they're simply judging you based off of how they perceive you through social media. And most of the time, they're just very spiteful people who have nothing better to do. I think the pros of being trendy on social media, having a following, being able to build and connect with a community, being able to share your creative work, far outweigh the cons, which may include a few haters here or there, or maybe just the pressure of continuing to be a content creator. With that, I think I'm gonna wrap up my first ever Q&A here. Thank you everyone for submitting questions. I really appreciate all of your support. I'm sorry I didn't get to every single question. There were just so many, and I wanted to cover the ones that I felt strongly about and the ones that I saw most frequently. We'll definitely be having more Q&As in the future, so keep your eyes out for that, as well as some other content like my room/setup tour, as well as an Animal Crossing island tour that I really am excited about. If you haven't already, you can check me out on my other social medias. I have a TikTok, uwumi, an Instagram, uwu.me, a Twitter, _uwumi, a YouTube channel here. You should subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. And a Discord server, discord.gg/umi. If you guys have any sort of ideas about what I should be posting on this channel, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Otherwise, that's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or good night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Umi, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.